You've heard the word rock bottom, and you've heard the line, the sky's the limit. So let's pause for a second. Ask yourself, which one is more relatable? Which one of them sounds to be more accurate? Which one is the truer in its statement? Rock bottom, when you've hit the very, very bottom of your life. There's no more falling from rock bottom. It's right at the bottom. Because rock bottom is the final frontier when it comes to adversity. Rock bottom brings with it severe thoughts of death, of loss of hope, and of complete state of confusion. Lost and broken, to describe it in a nutshell. You are completely lost and completely broken. Okay? You have reached the ocean's bed. There is nowhere lower to go from here. So rock bottom is truly the very, very bottom moments in your life. So it's safe to say that the word rock bottom holds close to its meaning and that it's fine, and that is the reality. When you're at rock bottom, besides pulling the trigger which will shatter your brain, there is no more low that you can go. Or does the second statement hold more truth in it? The sky's the limit. Is it? Or do we know of an infinite solar system that has no ceiling, that has no limit? So really, the sky is not the limit. In reality, when you are headed uphill, there is no limit really. History and the greats of the world have shown us that again and again by the lives they've lived and the examples that they have left behind for us. So how true is the sky's the limit compared to rock bottom? Not close at all, I'd say. And that's what we are going to speak about today. You smashed your face on the floor and you're still laying there in your pool of blood. But it's time to find that slight hope and begin rising yourself up again. Maybe you were in prison, but you are out on parole now. Maybe your spouse left you, but the amount of grieving time has expired now. Maybe you lost your money or your job, and now you have something make do to survive. All this is great because this is the beginning of the rise after the fall. So where to go from here? That's what we will speak about today. The 4 imperative rules that you must follow now that you are finding your road to recovery, which leads to the road for greatness. Do lean in for this one because this is the only 4 rules you will ever have to implement in your life. And if you live by them, you could find yourself living a life that you only once fantasized about. So what are these 4 rules? Number 1, always remain positive. Number 2, don't get into trouble. Number 3, don't look for cheerleaders. And number 4, change the world. So let's begin. How do we instill permanent positivity? Start by changing your physical health. If you want to be mentally fit and mentally ready for adversity or success, then you need a strong mind. And a strong mind comes with a strong health and a strong body. That's how you achieve a strong mind. Number 2, don't get into trouble. Stay away from situations and people and environments that bring chaos, that bring drama, that bring legal risks. Use your cognitive thinking. Let your morality be the sail, okay? Think everything through, even if it means crossing a yellow light. Think it through. There is a potential for trouble there. So hit the brakes and do not cross the yellow light. That's how you have to make every single decision of your life moving forward. A person who constantly gets into trouble is not a reliable person. They can barely protect themselves, and so how will they protect others? Okay? Number 3, don't look for cheerleaders. The requirement for validations and affirmations and encouragement are all excuses that the brain gives the body just so that you have a reason not to do something. Think about it. The brain is lazy and it will subconsciously make you do things that are more emotional than logical. because logical thinking requires effort. The brain is smart, and so you have to outsmart your own brain. When you don't get the validation you want from having done something, the next time around, you don't go out there and try even harder. What you do is just give up and usually say, if no one's noticing what I'm doing, then there's no point doing it. You're wrong. Don't look for validation when you're starting to explore and understand something new. And definitely don't look for validation on accomplishments of anything great. You are doing this for you. You must understand this. So no one needs to acknowledge or appreciate what you're doing. Only you must appreciate yourself. You don't want to become great for others. You want to become great for yourselves. And looking for validation, that's where failure gets you. You start feeling unvalued and you give up on yourself. That must never happen. You must never hurt yourself looking for appreciation. Do it for you and do it silently. And when you do get acknowledged by the right people when the time is right, that acknowledgement will be multiplied to levels you cannot imagine. And then all your little requirements for petty validations will start seeming so shallow. So throw the requirements for validations completely out of your life. Don't wait for it. Don't expect it. And most importantly, don't accept it. Don't let your ego get inflated by the same people who can deflate it. Appreciate yourself. This is extremely imperative. And number 4, change the world. One person at a time. Don't be the one who sucked all of life's lessons out of adversity and suffering without sharing it. Don't be one of those that hold on to the secrets for success. Use your flame to give light to another candle that is waiting for you. Use your experience and your adversity and what you've learned from it. Use it to help others get out of where you were in not too long ago. Identify what your weaknesses were that got you into adversity. Okay? Understand the strengths you developed along the way to adversity. And then put it all together. Put your thoughts together. Put your voice notes together, or whatever way you want to put it together. Make a guide for the next person who falls into the traps you were in. That's when your life begins to turn around and magical things begin to happen. So you see, my friends, it's really that simple. When you go down, you must begin going up. So follow these 4 rules and you will continue to move up. There's no doubt in that. The listed 4 methods are tried and tested and they have always worked. They work because this completely alters your mind and the way you see the world now. And to be successful in this world, these are the rules. You would be extremely impressed with yourself if you took the time to study yourself during adversity and you begin implementing these 4 practices. It's easy, it's worth it, and it's permanent. Stay positive, stay out of sticky situations, cut the cheerleading, and always have your helping hand ready. Be safe, be wise, and keep taking those steps in the right direction.